Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my spoiler-free movie review of Morbius. So before I go any further, this video is a bit late, and I have a good reason. One was my younger brother got sick. He has really bad diabetes, and he was like really sick, so I had to look after him. It was so bad we almost had to go to the hospital. Thankfully, it didn't turn out to be the case. So he's good. In case you're wondering, he's fine. Thank God. And even though WWE does piss me off, and I've stopped watching it for a while, my brothers are still fans of WWE, and they want me to watch WrestleMania. Which, if you want my review on the first day of the first night, because it's technically Saturday as the time of recording this, Saturday going into Sunday, um, it was good. It started off weak, but it ended off strong. So, good stuff. Can't wait for night two for tomorrow. See what happens next. So that's why the review is a bit late. If you wonder when I saw it on a Thursday, and yeah. So let's Thursday night at Cinemark. So, which by the way, for those of you who have Cinemark, they still don't do refills on popcorn and soda. Regal and AMC does, but Cinemark doesn't still. It's like, what the hell, guys? You don't even do combos anymore. I just had to throw that out there because I remember this one I got like a combo. I was like, oh, we don't do. Oh, like I wanted a refill on popcorn. You guys do refills? Like, no. Well, how much is for your combo for a popcorn drink? Oh, we don't do combos anymore. What the fuck? All right, whatever. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Sorry about that. Let's get to the review. Why you're here? Why you clicked? Why you're here? So, a lot of people were shitting on this movie, saying it was bad, it's the worst thing ever, and not to see it. I've seen far worse. Is it bad? No. Is it great? No. It's decent. It's decent. It's not the greatest thing ever, but not the biggest piece of shit. If you're interested in seeing it, I would at the very least see it at a matinee price. Like a $5 movie, that'd be a good time. Matinee, go see it then. I wouldn't recommend a full price, but a matinee definitely. Definitely, considering there's nothing really coming out until May with Doctor Strange sequel. But basically, you know the plot synopsis of it was that Dr. Morbius, who suffers from a rare blood disorder, and he's on borrowed time. He doesn't find a cure for it soon. He's gonna die. So he used bats to do some experimentations, and then he figured out a way to kind of use bat DNA to find a cure, which he did, but it came at a horrible price. He becomes, a vampire. And I know there's technically blue blood for plasma, reference to the Spider-Man cartoon, because he couldn't mention, blood and show blood, because, Spider-Man, the animated series on Fox, was a kid's show and they can't show blood, so they use plasma. So he's kind of a reference to that cartoon in a way with the plasma blood, which is alternative blood for people that just easy to make for people that doesn't have their blood type as a blood you can just kind of give people. So it was kind of smart and cool nod to the cartoons in that, but he did a good job. Jared Leto did a good job in the movie. He's a good actor. Unfortunately he's been in a lot of bad projects. Not really his fault, but he did a good job. He was very believable. He was very charismatic as Dr. Morbius. You could tell he wants to do good and he wants to help people. And during that warehouse scene, you saw in the trailers how he first manifests into the creature that he becomes, Morbius, the vampire. He's trying to fight against it because he wants to help people, not hurt people. And he's trying to fight off against it. But his friend, I forget the actor's name, but he also used Doctor Who in one of the iterations. Plays the villain, unfortunately, an evil version of Morbius' character, and they an epic battle of good versus evil, and he was also great. Like, he was hamming it up, having fun with it. Like, he was like having a blast playing the evil version, the evil like Morbius like enemy and stuff, and like he was like having a ball. He was charismatic. He was fun, and you can tell he was like all in. Boy, it was he was like hamming up and having a blast doing that role. Also, the love interest was the actress. She did a good job as well. I like the chemistry with him and Morbius. It was a nice chemistry. You could tell that she, really cared for him, but at first was pushing away because, well, he was dying, and he was like, well, why commit to something where I'm not gonna be around for the long term? But then now, since he found a cure, but unfortunately, what happened to him. You feel that, you feel the chemistry of them getting closer to getting in. It's very believable. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell you can tell he cares for one another, and you can tell he's a good doctor. And he's trying to do the right thing, and I know the things he does was questionable, but he's trying to like help people like him that have this rare disease, so they can have a better chance at a better life. And though I do agree, even though it is PG-13, I do wish it was rated R, considering the fact that it only took what $75 million to make this movie. I wish it was rated R because they could have done more. Maybe it'd be like a cool unrated version, because I feel like this was originally planned to be a rated R movie when they scaled it back to PG-13. Again, it was still fine. The action beats were still cool, but I wish it was more from Morbius' side, because the villain did a lot of cool things. I just wish they did more from Morbius. Other than like the opening sequence you see from the trailer that he does when he first transforms. I mean, and of course, there's some cool scenes of him figuring out his powers and figuring out how they work and stuff with the echo-ness and the strength and agility, and yeah, and he looked in great shape. Dude, he built up for the role, so good for Jared Leto. He really built up for the role, and the effects were good. The effects did a great job. It was very believable. I did scenes him discovering his powers and stuff, but yeah, there weren't enough action scenes. Not a lot of cool action scenes for the villain, but not really Morbius himself, other than the first time he transforms, and during the final battle, which had some spots here and there, but it felt like the villain mostly kind of like did more than the good guy. I don't want to say what happened, but I felt the villain did more damage, did more cool things than the main, hero in the movie. I don't want to say in what context, I don't want to say what happened and why that is, but in terms of spoilers, but I just want to just give that part up. I feel like I wish there was more cool scenes like that. It was a cool escape sequence when they first were trying to like catch him and stuff. We're trying to catch. Obviously, you saw from the trailers he got catch like a jail suit on at one point. It was a cool little escape sequence there, and I just and I liked how he looked towards the end. And in the third act, he really looked like the Morbius character. He looked, and at times the movie was very, very creepy at times. Like from the trailer when the nurse was walking down like the doctor's hall, which is always which I don't know what it is. I guess maybe because of Outlast has this similar dip, because like always the nurse halls always creep me the fuck out, and it just added to this, especially when she was alone and she was like looking back, and one of the, like, I won't say who was like following her, and like you see a quick movement and she still walked. I don't know if I would have been like nope, and then like find a room immediately. I wouldn't be like, oh, okay, this is good character to keep walking. You saw like a weird thing in the hallway, no big deal. I would have like no. So that had some at least 2 good scares in the movie, surprisingly. There was surprisingly good scares. But still, I feel it would have benefited better if it was rated R, though. I do give it that. I wish there was more action sequences with Morbius' character. Even still, I like... basically, I wish there was more action on his part. The villain, like you said, other than despite that, Jared Leto's Morbius did great. I like the female love interest. I love the main villain. I also like... Tyrese, he plays like the head cop that's of in a situation. He was pretty good. His assistant was funny though. He was like kind of a sarcastic asshole. His assistant with the glasses was funny as hell. Um, but overall, it was a decent time. Like I walked away, it was different. I enjoyed it for what it was. Like I said, it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't mind blowing, but it wasn't like this god awful mess that people make it out to be. If you're interested in seeing it, I would say again, see it at a matinee price. But it was a cool time. There's no after credit scene though, just so you know. I stood around like a dummy, like, so it's gonna happen? No, but there's two post credit scenes. So once you see the second one, you can leave. Don't like be like a dummy like me, and wait to see is anything happening next, and then nothing happens. So I'm just saving you like the extra minutes. So there's two. So once the two post credit scenes happen, I won't spoil what it is. I know the movie studio accidentally did on accident. Lol. At least I would like to think they did it on accident, but still, there's no after credits. There's two post credit scenes, and that's it. Overall, it was a decent time. Wasn't as bad as people said it was, but it wasn't great. But it wasn't a great film. It was decent. I've seen way worse. Overall, I had a decent time with it. Like I said, if you're curious, go again. I know I'm repeating myself again. Go check it out on the matinee price. Isn't that? I think you have a good time with it. Maybe you like it better than me, or maybe you might hate it. Who knows? But if you have seen it, let me know in the comment section below. What are your guys' thoughts on the matter? Please keep it spoiler free. And as always, thank you for watching the video. Always, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.